Alrighty, we got a patch here. The server is restarting.
This was for me.
In
I want to know
minutes. 1.1.
I want to know every single change that happened. Broke it down. First of all, I know they added some kind of like a system to help minions not get stuck as often. Phenomenal, works great so far. Not perfect, but works great. It's an improvement. It's an improvement.
0.1.1c patch notes here. This patch adds respawn support for more in-game content and support for renaming characters through the website. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Other improvements and bugs fixes.
Okay, so now is this already live? Because Chaos, he called his guy Chill Guy, but made a lightning build, which kind of defeated the purpose. So he wanted to change that name. And I actually did almost immediately same exact thing with my warrior build, and I would love to change that name.
So let's look at the improvements here. Added up to 5 respawn attempts for the Twisted Domain area based on the area difficulty. So that's like the Breach boss. It's Zesh, basically. If the Breach domain is completed but you die during Zesh, we who are the one boss fight, you will revive at the entrance to the boss arena. Oh, so you don't have to walk all the way back. That's super nice. If you die before completing the Breach domain, you revive at the start of the domain. Okay, so you can redo that part. Repeated attempts of the domain will result in no experience for the monster. So you can't choose it for experience, but if you died, didn't get there, that's...
I've already been playing it. Huge quality of life improvement. Love it, love it, love it. Makes me... the little things like this are starting to make me want to, like actually send out messages to them and see if, like... Because I feel like if enough people send out the same stuff, they'll actually like look into it. Like it is very nice. I'm liking this a lot. I'm liking how
nice. So basically, now you have multiple attempts at the Zesh boss. Added up to 5 respawn attempts for Olith, the origin of the fall boss fight based on the fight difficulty. Okay, so again, we have another boss with more Porthos to attempt it, more respawn attempts. 5 respawn attempts for the
And not only that, but this is actually gonna make it I feel like some of these improvements are gonna make hardcore a little bit like easier too. So I actually kind of want to get into hardcore now.
Nothingness. So we have the King of the Mist, basically, based on area difficulty. If you die before killing the King of the Mist, reviving will place you inside the boss. Some buffs have actually made it more
difficult, though. You can no longer use inanimate objects to generate energy, which some people were using in order to, basically to one-shot certain enemies in order to like progress through hardcore
arena and begin the fight again. Respawns can only be triggered by the person who put in the expedition logbook, breachstone, or audience with the kings, and everyone in your party will be respawned at the same time. So there's some co-op, nice quality of life there as well.
Love it. Please, as much quality of life to the co-op as possible. I love it. It's the most fun I've had in a long time. Myself, Burrito, and Chaos have been enjoying it. I was almost able to convince Rai to join us as well from our community. Shout out to Rai. If you get it again when it comes out to be free to play, let me know. And anybody that is in my community, as far as like, OzDaMonke, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, or on my Discord, let me know. I may make a Discord page so that we can have like community days. I believe the limit is about 8 like party members per map. And what we can do is we can start a guild and sort of start having community days on Path of Exile. I think it'll be dope.
Added more checkpoints to several map areas and improved the placement of some checkpoints. Yeah, some of the checkpoints were like literally inside of terrain or in random locations, so a little bit more quality of life there for maps. Added the /reset atlas command, which can be used to reset your atlas when it's in a brick state. No available maps. Okay, there's a lot of visual glitches too that would happen with the atlas, and you have to relog, etc. So that's nice. Added mini-map icons for strong boxes. I still would like to see a buff to strong boxes. I don't really use strong boxes that much unless it's like a researchers. I kind of like that one.
I never get anything good out of strong boxes. I'll be honest. It's always fun though. I like them. As far as I'm concerned, it's just like the essences, where it's just another extra little fight for a little reward.
Map icons for league mechanics will now remain visible regardless of how far away you travel from them, making it easier to return to them later. Okay, that's nice as well. Just some quality of life things here for the minimap. Handy inanimate objects such as the ice crystal, tempest spell. Okay.
So not only for Burrito, but for even for like other builds that use the tempest spell a lot, that changes things quite a bit.
or vine arrow plants can no longer cause your trigger skills to generate energy. Ooh, okay. So the whole, Eye of Winter on the
Yeah.
bell, reprocking.
So my Pathfinder uses Eye of Winter along with the ice grenades, and I typically would be sending my Eye of Winter out onto Burrito's Monk's Tempest spell.
Interesting.
It was so good.
Vine arrow plants no longer take damage from hits and therefore no longer cause your on-hit effects and similar stats. So these are actually like basically some nerfs to this. This is actually going to affect my Tempest spell, cast on shock, basically monk. That's actually going to affect that single target damage there. And vine arrow plants, once again, Jungron's getting nerfed. Yep. Minions can now briefly squeeze through the smaller gaps if they've failed to.
This is the most amazing thing ever. If you could lower the time ever so slightly, that would be awesome. But I'm so happy with what it is now. So happy with what it is now. It is such a huge improvement. I have 15 minions currently out on the field at any given time. And it can become a nightmare, bro. It can become a headache.
Move for a short period. Thank God, the hold the door memes. I'm sure guys would be happy about this. Like the minions would just get body blocked and like refuse to do anything. And I've been playing minions lately, so this is actually like quite nice change. Channeled skills, which scale their cost with attack and cast speed modifiers, now explicitly describe this. Okay, some more quality of life in terms of understanding what's going on here. Unused stats in the skill and character menu interface are no longer displayed. Stun threshold tooltip now provides more information on stun mechanics. See, this is the exact type of thing that I want to see. People have been asked.
Bro, the amount of people that have argued with me that stun threshold equates to how much stun you deal. I'm like, no, I need to deal more stun. They're like, oh, dude, just increase your stun threshold. I'm like, that's not how it works. You don't increase your stun threshold to deal more stun. That is your resistance to stun.
Asking for some more clarity in terms of some of the mechanics of the game. And I like that they added in tooltips into the game specifically. And there's like videos showing the skills and stuff. So more clarity on how things actually work for newer players is very important. Added customizable target behavior settings when using a controller. This can be viewed and selected in the bind skill menu. Oh, some controller quality of life. There you go. Added charms to the controller HUD. Nice. Added a setting to display advanced item information when inspecting items while using a controller. Added dedicated keybinds for confirming choices in various interfaces when using a controller, we have a lot of like quality of life for controllers here.
Burrito, I have to ask him if he's noticed any improvements to that, or like what he likes about that. But because he mainly uses controller.
Increased font size.
Funny. He mainly uses a controller. Chaos uses the AWSD to move. And I do click to move. We're all on different freaking, like, it's
controller.
Wild.
Item navigation when using a controller. Targeting behavior for range attacks when using a controller. That's a big one.
And our playstyles very much display that, by the way. Burrito has had the most amount of fun playing as a monk, a melee build with his controller. Chaos has had the most fun with his using the Wazda and playing with the mercenary. So he's playing more as like one of those like top-down shooters, and I've been playing it as like, with the witch build. I play with the witch build, so I click all over the screen, using different powers and abilities depending on the situation.
So a lot of times you're just
I'm a little bit more
struggling in terms of range attack and controller. I found that one myself when playing on the PS5. Improved targeting behavior for offering skills on the controller. Made further changes to reduce the aggressive targeting of Tempest Bell when using a controller. Reverted the changes from the 0.1.1 patch that allows you to pick up items and interact with some items while performing other actions due to issues that it introduced. You can now change the name of Path of Exile 2 characters or swap the names of 2 of your characters. Oh, that's nice. So if one dies, like in hardcore, and you want to swap the one, you can do that. You can access this through the My Accounts page. Enable the following existing cosmetic transactions for Path of Exile 2. Okay, so we have some more POE 1 cosmetics that are now going into POE 2. We will try these immediately on the stream because these are actually, I own, I believe, all of these. Like the pedometer is pretty nice because it'll show you how far you've walked. The pilfering ring will show you how many items you've looted, which is super nice. Timekeeper's map device is a great one. It actually shows you how long you've
parasite pet. Oh!
In the map, for instance, so it kind of like speedrun tracks you for it. So these are actually some nice ones that are getting brought over there. The Peddler's Reign hideout decorations continue to incrementally improve the sound, art, effects, and environment. Then we
Okay,
have
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I would love the hideout mechanic as much as I am loving it. I hope they add so much more to it. It's not a priority, but I hope they add little cool little touches. You know, little Animal Crossing in there. You know, just little something, little something. The hideouts are super cool.
a whole load
It
of
doesn't
bug fixes.
necessarily
We're
have
just
to be
gonna
like
go
functionality necessarily, but I would enjoy some functionality stuff. You know.
over these fairly quickly here. Fix a bug where you could lose access to the map device when migrating out of SSF. Fix a bug where this is the pinnacle boss for Ascendancy Trial, the tier 4, could continue to use the spinning lightning skill after death or while heavily stunned. Yeah, this happened all the time. He'd continue to use the lightning, and if you're not careful, you could still die though even after you killed him. Spinning lightning beam was not able to hit victims hiding in the corner, so that bottom corner, you can no longer use that to just hide. Fixed a bug where players could remain immune to damage after the expiry of stolen proximal tangibility monster modifier. Okay, so that's the headhunter belt, basically. You could just, like, basically not die. Fixed a bug on death elemental explosions from rare monsters would fail to render their telegraph if the corpse was destroyed, such as by shattering the monster. Oh, so you could just get hit by that and not even see it. This is actually, I think, what happened to Karn. He died at level 99 and lost like 10 hours plus of progress, right? Because he couldn't see all the explosions. I think that's what happened. I'm not sure. But he was using Herald of Ice and he got one shot out of nowhere and there was literally nothing on the ground he could see. So that's one's probably due to the clip of Karn dying, I would assume. Someone's saying in chat they died of that twice, actually. Twin Threats Atlas passive could sometimes duplicate monsters incorrectly, resulting in monsters that could not
okay, I didn't get that one. But yeah, so when a monster goes down, they might like explode, but it flat out wouldn't give the animation. Damn, that sucks. Imagine getting one-shotted by an animation that wasn't even like shown.
Damage. I think I've actually ran into this once. A bug that would prevent kills from damage over time being assigned correctly to the players, most notably any death to poison or bleeding while the monsters held energy shield at the time. This actually meant that if you were running the poison build and monsters had energy shield and died to poison because poison goes through energy shield, you literally were getting no experience for the kills. This is very annoying for ranger builds, or they're using the poison's concoction builds, I should say. Fix a bug that's possible as snapshot increases to the level of elemental skills using the collapsing horizon unique quarterstaff. Never seen that one. The Atlas could fail to render if you're far away from your most recent map. Yep, ran into that one all the time. Attempting to equip a weapon with a full inventory when using a controller could lose the previously equipped weapon.
I haven't run into that issue. How did that work?
Wow. You just straight up lose it? That's actually
that sucks.
Horrible. Wonky checkpoints in Steaming Springs and Blooming Fields. Trial Master could use his time stop skill and vanish during his fight and just leave. A rare bug where certain quest times are not dropping.
Goodbye. just leave the battlefield, bro. Bro ran away. It's like when you're fighting a Pokemon, and you put run away. It requires them just staring at you like, what the? Okay, later, I guess.
For players, the Chimera inscribed quest item dropped by the Chimera could disappear if you tried to pick it up. Persistent buffs would be removed upon reaching the max overflowed life. Interesting. Cause direct minions to cause summoned ancestral totems to stop using their skills until resummoned. Interesting. Black Strider's web mortar impact could be blocked. Withering presence's frequency and duration values would display as double their actual values. Crystalline potential Gimling Legionnaire Ascendancy would cause unequipped ammo to be set to 0 upon entering a new area. Couch co-op, one player was able to interact with a map device.
Hold on. So the Withering Presence's frequency and duration values will display as double their actual values in the skill information panel. Does that apply for any Withering or just specifically Withering Presences? Because I use Withering with my minions. And I need to know whether those values are accurate or not.
Not open
My bad.
the map due to them not being a party leader, and couch co-op map owners are now to be made a party leader. Couch co-op bug where two players could open user interface elements of one, so it's the in-game map. Player 2 was not able to perform fast travels. So these are some nice couch co-op fixes. Fixed issue where you could not view the benefits from quality of gems when using a controller. Another controller fix. Fix where you have died screen could persist after being revived in the Arbiter of Ash boss fight when using a controller. I actually thought you couldn't be revived in these. I thought in the in-game content you couldn't be revived. That's something new I just learned. Fixed a bug where charges were not orbiting the planetary orb character effect microtransactions correctly, and fixed several client.
Yeah, how does that work? I thought you always. At least on normal maps, I always go down. Is that like unique to the Arbiter of Ash?
crashes. I know people complain
Or
about
is that like a
crashes quite
couch
a bit.
co-op thing?
I heard the new NVIDIA driver helps some of that. Plus, there's some crash fixes as well. So not a bad little patch here. Responds to some of the new bosses, a lot of quality of lives, mini-maps quality of lives, a nerf admittedly to Tempest Valve, Vine Arrow, like reprocking your meta gems there. A lot of controller and quality of life fixes there, and some new microtransactions being transferred from POE 1 to POE 2. I'll check those out. And improved sound artifacts and environment. I wonder what that means. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like this patch is going to hit in 48 minutes. 48 minutes. All right. We'll check it out.
Now I gotta try out the website.
Well, after just about...
Now I gotta try out the website and see if I can change the name of my
All
character
righty.
to something more fun. It's gonna be dope. I like it. Overall, it's a great quality of life update. I've already noticed quite a bit of the changes. And I gotta talk to Burrito and see what he said. Like if he's noticed any of the changes in the controller as well. Freaking solid patch all the way. Alright, let's move on, my dudes. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!